Good evening and welcome. This is VA3CJZ, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, A.R.E.G for Wednesday, January 20th, 2000, week 1427. That's week 1427. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, below these airmen. This informal simplex net, originally founded by John VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. time, here on 146.430. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. This should not discourage you from participating. It may encourage some of you to move your station. Keep in mind that relaying communication has a long history in amateur radio, and so we encourage the practice for asking for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you please try and leave a 2 to 3 second delay between transmissions to allow other stations to break in. Now, before I take check-ins, just got a question if anybody has any recent projects they've completed or started, and want to relay that to us. That'll be the question. May I now have check-ins for this week's A.R.E.G?
BE3GNP.
VA3BJC.
Okay, very good. I've got VE3GNP and VA3VJC. Let's start with Garnett. Good evening, Garnett. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck and all on that. Everything's good, and I'm here for a good time, not a long time tonight. I probably won't be here till 10 o'clock, but I'll be here for a while.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, thanks for letting me know. And how are things? How's Patty doing?
Good. She goes for a pre-op on Friday for her cataracts in her eyes.
Oh, okay. All right. And how are you doing?
Good. I know you was wondering about the labs, about blood lab. I heard you on net. I'm going for a chest x-ray tomorrow, and they also do blood work, and both is open. The blood work's open, and the x-rays are open.
For walk-ins, maybe. See, I wanted to book an appointment because when it's a walk-in, you kind of have to wait in the parking lot for them to call your name. And last time I was there, that's what they were doing, so I would turn around and left.
Oh, I don't know. I called them today, and they said they're doing blood work and they're doing x-rays and ultrasounds. So I'm going tomorrow for blood work, and I'm going for a chest x-ray.
Okay. Well, I was talking about the Life Labs at Queenston at Parkdale. Maybe you're talking about the lab that's on Parkdale. That's right around the corner there. I think they do all that stuff there, x-rays, everything else.
Yeah, possibly. But I was just saying, you couldn't get into February. So if you want to get in earlier, you can. They're all doing blood work.
Yeah. Well, it's no rush for me. So I don't mind waiting a month.
Okay. Well, I just thought I'd let you know that they are doing walk-in blood work.
All right. Very good. Okay, then, Garnett, we'll move along to the next person there, and we'll talk to you next round. Next on the list is VA3 VJC. Good evening.
Good evening, and other associated peoples out there. Yeah. I think that lab you're talking about is 132 Parkdale. Yeah. I used to drive cab, and I used to get a lot of people out of there. And the Life Lab, which is on Queenston Road, I had an appointment, 10:30 appointment the last time I booked one there. I never got served because if you got an appointment or not, the goon won't let you in if there's more than 2 or 3 people in the actual waiting room. So if they're slow in there, you don't get your appointment right on the spot.
I used to do walk-in, but not anymore.
I used to do I used to do the walk-in at the gauge and fennel, no big deal. But for all this, well, what do you want to call it? Keep that separate topic. Started. I had no problem. I was in and out there in about 20 minutes, and that place was packed. But they had a good flow. They had, at least 5 or 6 technicians there, double as secretaries. But anyway, they were just banging them off left, right, and center, and that included um, urine test, the whole works. But I don't know. Everything's gone to a crawl again. So you have to put up with it. I guess. I'm not worried about blood work. Mine is not due till April or May. So if I'm still alive by then, well, I'll get it done.
Hey, there you go. That's the spirit. That's the positive spirit there, Richard.
Oh, you like my positive spirits? Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, you can't let this get you down. You gotta laugh at it because all it is just, well, idiots telling other idiots what to do. And I just go with it, And as far as this policing goes, thanks to Commandant Ford, it's not going to wash. It's going to turn into a big joke. He can look into that camera all he wants and threaten us all he wants. It's not going to hurt me.
Oh, really? Is he at it again? I haven't put the news on in so long. There, I only watch a couple of minutes worth on the CTE National News, and then the CBC National, and a little bit of CP24, and then the weather, and I'm good.
Well, some lady decided she had something to do, so she didn't have a babysitter, so she took her kids to her father's place, let Grandpa take care of them. And somebody snitched. Yeah, people are snitching. And the cops gave her a ticket and went back to the house and gave the guy a ticket for unruly gathering.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure they're making those quite expensive. The one I last heard about was the one in Welland. 8 people got $880 fine.
Well, if they want to mess with me, they can't get rock. They can't get blood out of a stone. When a stone can go through their head, no problem. Anyway, see, you gather some more check-ins there, Chuck. I'm gonna go down the side and finish my game of pool.
All right, that sounds good. Let's see if anybody else would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu taking check-in.
Victor Alpha 3 in the Mike Whiskey. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Bravo uniform.
Okay, I acknowledge Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, and Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Bravo uniform. Let's go to Malcolm. Good evening, Malcolm. How are you?
Oh, better than usual. It's Wednesday night. We're halfway through the work week and looking forward to the weekend so that I can spend more time at home. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Anyways, we're hanging in there, doing what we can. It's always nice to hear Richard in the background, his cheery voice and demeanor. And his audio and his signal is just incredible tonight.
Thank you.
Well, so is your signal there, Malcolm. I think you're full scale. Bring it back.
Well, maybe burning the dust off the amplifier is making it work better. It's just like humans, a little exercise and it works better. But I really haven't done anything different to the radio or antenna system since last week, so it's obviously conditions. So We'll see if if it lasts. That'd be a good thing. But everybody seems to be full quieting and very clear tonight. So we'll see how things go. Anyways, I'm along for the ride till you shut her down tonight, and I'll be back and forth to the fridge. I know your question was with regard to projects and things that you've started recently. So I know that I tantalized everybody with my food stuff last week, and there's always something going on with a culinary experiment of some sort. But so we've got a big pot of potato and bacon soup on the stove right now. So you can imagine what the house smells like. It's just absolutely wonderful. And on the radio side, I'm just doing some investigation into the construction of either an end-fed long wire or some kind of a multi-band dipole type antenna. So we'll see what happens and which way I want to go with that. And I kind of want to try to build it myself and see how effective that is.
Oh, okay, very good then. Well, good luck with that. I know I just recently did some work on my E5RV. I ordered some coax. I needed to have a certain length, and I didn't have that, so I had to order coax and a inline RF isolator. So, and a couple of adapters for the patch cord in between the isolator and the twin lead. So it's direct. Just put the adapter on the tip there, and it fits right in.
So did all your bits and pieces finally show up, or are you still waiting for some deliveries?
Yeah, no, I got it all today by noon. The last piece came in, which was the isolator, and or the one-to-one balun, inline, whichever you wish to call it. And so, yeah, I was out there. As soon as I got it, got my stuff, and got ready, and went outside and did my thing.
So is it true you get more satisfaction when you freeze your ass off hanging antennas outside?
Well, funny enough, there, Malcolm, it is. Or, you like to be called Mac, don't you?
Yeah, that is what I prefer. R.E.G brought back a bad habit, and it's just because you have to register your license under your full name. But yes, I do go by Mac, and that's kind of what I prefer.
Okay, very good, Mac. It just jumped into my head there all of a sudden, and kind of put two and two together. Okay, very good then. You're going to be sticking around for a while?
Yep, I'll be with you for the duration, so I'll let you get back and pick up a few more check-ins, and I'll be listening along. V3IMW 4ID.
Okay, thanks, Mac. Oh, by the way, we are live on YouTube. YouTube, and in the search box, type in CJZ. Live button. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how we're sounding. And, let's go to the next person. The Charlie Bravo uniform. Brad, good evening. Welcome.
Thanks, Chuck. Nice to hear from you. Thanks for doing the net. I just jumped in after doing the bark net. I mostly jumped over. I know you're doing the net. I had a quick question for you. On the weekend, we talked a little bit about CW. I've been thinking about that as a project for myself, just to start playing around with it. You mentioned a computer program you've used with it. Mind sharing with me what that is? Or remember the name of it?
Well, I did purchase one one program, well, it's a package actually now, but it's the N3FJP. If you type that in, November 3 Fox Japan Papa, um, you'll see that there's a program called Amateur Contact Log. And I don't know so much about as doing CW on there just yet. I am playing around with digital at the moment, trying to get all the software working right, and see if I can make any contacts with that. No luck yet.
Alright, thanks. I'll check that out. How's my sound tonight? I'm trying something new. I've got a headset that I normally use just connected to my computer that has Bluetooth, and I've managed to connect it to my Yaesu. And the push to talk, which is actually designed for connecting to a phone, works with my Yaesu. First time I've tried using it.
All right, on. It sounds good over here. Like I said, there, just go to YouTube and type in my call, and you can listen to yourself there. What's the timestamp? About 8:16. Go to 8:15.
I'm going to try that. I'm finding the one thing is there's about a second delay between my pushing the push to talk and the radio recognizing it. But anyway, I'll let you get back to the net. We'll say 73 for now. Have a good night.
Okay, Brad. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again later on. Let's see who else would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3 CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton.
Victor Echo 3 Tango Whiskey Mike.
Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Okay, I recognize three stations, TWM. You're first, sir. Go ahead, Tracy. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Chuck. How are you doing this evening, sir?
Oh, doing just fabulous. Just fabulous. Yeah, things are pretty much the same over here, but like I mentioned earlier, I was quite excited today to get my last item through Radio World. Ordered it on Sunday, so I guess when they shipped it on Monday, the 2 days don't start until Monday. So Tuesday I got it on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm not disappointed in Radio World. So I put all that together, and I haven't had much time to enjoy it though, but I plan on doing so.
Sounds good. Now, I'm sorry I missed. What did you receive from them?
Oh, okay, yeah. The G5RV that I have, I looked into the requirements and the setup and all the details, right? And I read that you need 75 feet of coax minimum and an inline 1-to-1 ballon. And so I purchased those two items as well as an adapter so I can go straight from the ballon into the SO239 there, connected to my ladder line.
Is that a half G5RV for 40 meters, or is it the full size for 80?
Oh, it's a full size. They're both built the same. They just did different lengths for the legs.
Oh, very good. Well, good luck with that. Have a lot of fun. I don't want to keep it because I know there's guys waiting. But I had a skill testing question for you. And this I heard you on I believe it was 146,490 earlier this week during the day. Pretty sure it was you. I might be wrong about that. Now I've got two Yaesu mobiles here. I've got one for 2 meters and another for 440, and they sit here scanning away as I do my work during the day. And I found something really interesting. Anytime one of the group on 146490 would key up and transmit, my 70 centimeter rig
would stop on 446.050. So that's one of the designated simplex channels, and I could hear the conversation as if it was being transmitted on that frequency. So I found myself wondering. I even did a test afterwards. I tried transmitting 146.490, and I heard myself coming back on 446.050. Now, interesting. I've also got a Yaesu FT897 here, so I thought maybe there's something going on with my FT or my 70 centimeter Yaesu mobile. Maybe it's getting overloaded or something, although on just that one frequency. And I tuned in the same frequency using the same antenna on my FT897, and no, you, I believe it was, and a couple of other guys were coming through at the same time on 446.050. So what I wanted to ask you is there some kind of simplex repeater that you know of on that frequency, 146.490, that's repeating up to 70 centimeters?
Short answer, no. But I do believe a lot of people are using that area of the band to crossband. I have crossband repeat on our radio, and you know, so I do know some people have crossband repeat.
That actually makes a lot of sense, Chuck. Okay. I think you've just solved the mystery for me. Good stuff. Well, listen, it's nice to chat with you. Thank you very much for the net. You do a wonderful thing in promoting simplex operation, and I, for one, am absolutely grateful for it. 73 to yourself and everybody else on net. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. This is Victor Echo 3, Tango Whiskey Mike.
Okay, very good there, Tracy, and great signal as always in audio, full strength, and sounding good, sir. Okay, well, if you're going to be back later, maybe we'll give you a shout once your name comes around again. Thanks for stopping by, Tracy. VE3TWM. Next on the list is Larry, VE3LBI. Good evening, Larry. Welcome.
Yeah, evening. I got something to do here, Chuck, so you want to pick up our pad? I'll be back.
Okay, not a problem there, Larry. Let's go down to our pad. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Good evening, our pad. Welcome.
Hello, Chuck. Good evening to you and everybody else on the net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, checking in from Hamilton, Ontario, right below the mountain. So some people may not going to be able to hear me, but I can hear you loud and clear, Chuck. You're coming in with plus 20. Yeah, I logged into your net and on the website, and I measured 25 seconds delay there. So it is a little delay, but that's good. You added a time stamp on it, so you can check when you were checking in. So that's good. And yeah, I'll try to check into the Toronto ARESnet and on the CN Tower, and the crazies are out there today. So they were jamming the frequencies. It's crazy. I don't know why people. It must be some sick people. They couldn't be able to run the net because of that. Back to you, Chuck.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that last part there. Yeah. Well, some people are going stir crazy and got nothing better to do, I guess, than to be bad. Okay, our pad. Well, you're coming in great as always. You're full strength here, and, audio, great signal. So obviously we have no problems communicating. Okay. You have any projects on the go or anything you just finished?
No, I just had some Chinese food. Yeah, I just finished eating Chinese food, and yeah, I heard Malcolm's comment, Mark comment. He prefers to call himself Mark. Yeah, he's going to change his name on QRZ.com because he posted up as Malcolm. So that's why I called him Malcolm. And yeah, Mark, MAC. You know those big trucks, Mark trucks with the bulldog on the front. I used to drive trucks, and I hated those ones. They were like, yeah, they were heavy duty trucks, but you know, on the highway they weren't the best. And I didn't have good memories of the Mark truck, so that's why I called him Malcolm. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to call him Mark, Big Mark. To Chuck.
There you go, Big Mac. I don't know if you'd appreciate that better than Malcolm, but yeah, very good. Okay, Arpad, thank you very much for that, sir. Anything else to add?
No, I'm just gonna stand by here and maybe we'll watch some movies. Maybe we'll take the dogs out for a short walk. Not sure. Temperature is a little bit low today, so yeah, we probably wouldn't stay out for too long. Yep, you're coming in good. I heard everybody you were talking to. Even Mark was coming in. Yeah, he since he put his antenna outside, he's doing quite good. I can hear him on 440 and even 2 meter now. So yeah, one day when he's going to set up his tower, that would be even better. Nothing else, Chuck, and thank you very much for taking my call and a good net. And thank you very much to let me check in, and I will be standing by.
Okay, very good then, Arpad. Yeah, and we'll see if anybody else can let us know if we've got that much of a lag. I did check off on the YouTube there before setting when I was setting up. I did check the ultra low latency button there, Arpad. Should I have left it where it was already set at, or what?
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about that because you have this timestamp there, and whatever anybody wants to see their own transmission. Okay, you know what? I would like to do some playing here. I'm going to lower my power because we can, right? And I just want to see, and I'm going to go back to the time. Okay, that's 65%, 50%, and I just want to see my own signal. Now this is 0%, and probably the power output. Let me see. The power output is what is it? 1.5 watt right now. So if anybody can hear me, that's 1.5 watt. And let me increase it a bit here. And let's see. That's 10 watt. That's 20 watt, 30 watt, and about 40, 45, and that's right on 50 maximum. Okay, we'll see the numbers. I'm going to rewind it and take a look at it.
Okay, well, my radio is so super generous, Arpad. You stayed at full strength the entire time. But if I were to go on the other radio and measure you, um, maybe you can see the difference there. Give me a second. I'll turn the other radio back on, and I'll switch over to that radio momentarily. And you give me another, another transmission. Give me some time to switch it over here. And
Yeah, no problem. All right. Yeah, actually, I do have one of those Bofang radios, and it does the same thing. It does not. It says 829.34.
yes, sir. I told you I had to switch radios. The one rate is this is the only radio that's in line right now for the YouTube. So people may not have heard any. You may not hear anything when you listen to it on YouTube, but you can watch the signal at all either on that radio. That's how good of a signal out and how good I'm pulling it in.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Well, I guess that's good. I'm using a vertical antenna here, so that's what you use as well. And I'm not even using the big radio. I'm just using the ICOM 7100 right now. I could use the 746 that goes up to 100 watts, but I think that should be enough. I'm very sure people can hear me. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, okay, very good then. Thank you for that, RPAD. Well, let's see if Larry has finished what he had to do there, and we'll go to him. Thank you very much, RPAD, VA3 VAD. Let's go to Larry, VE3 LBI. Okay, well, let's give another shout out and see who else would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ with week 1427. 1427 weeks that the A.R.E.G has been on the air. Not me personally, of course, that would be our founder, John, VE3JSU. Looking for check-ins, please come now.
V3RYI.
V3KMQ.
Okay, I acknowledge two stations, VE3RYI and VE3KMQ. Let's go to RYI. Good evening, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing okay. Just getting the shack back together again, just rebuilding some things. Just have to be turning it on, scanning, and heard John here, so I thought I'd key up and put one in the pot for you.
Very good. Very good. Well, I could probably disconnect my antenna and still hear you.
Yeah, well, he was going down to 2 watts while he was still DBing me the needle, well, it's not a needle, it's the modern technology stuff. It didn't move at all. I even put an attenuator on, and my antenna's only up 12 feet, so.
Yeah, he must have quite the setup there. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, so I couldn't even give him a report on that. Anyways, good to hear you out there. Keep the airways busy. We'll be listening and see what comes on. VE3RYI, back to you.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Next, let's go to VE3KMQ. Good evening, Mike. How are you?
Hey, Chuck. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. And good evening to everybody else who may be listening along this evening. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. Not an awful lot going on with me. Pretty much sticking close to home with really not much going on. What can I say? But hey, that's okay. We'll take that as it is. As the other station was saying with the R-PAD's test, I was listening along, and when he changed power, it didn't budge the S bar graph meter at all. I think he was down to 1.7 watts or whatever, so didn't seem to matter. He was full strength. So R-PAD, if you're still listening, whatever you're doing, it's working very, very well. Anyway, I'm not going to stick around, Chuck. I just thought I'd offer a check-in and to say hello, and I wish you well as everybody else. So back to you, VE3KMQ.
Oh, okay there, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. It's much appreciated. So yeah, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I was talking about if anybody had projects or they just finished or planning on doing. Do you have anything?
Well, I do have one coming up for myself in the spring. I might have mentioned it last week. I can't remember now. But I'm working on an end-fed long wave, at least in the planning stages, for the spring for 160. And so it would give me, roughly about 264 feet, something like that, of a wire. But it would zigzag across my property. And so I've been looking into the auto transformer, UNUN as they call it, that I would need, and it's probably going to be at least a 64-to-1 impedance ratio because it wouldn't be that off, the antenna wouldn't be that awfully high. I need to go with a higher impedance ratio auto transformer, maybe even as high as 81 to 1. That's what I'm told anyway, according to some research that I've been doing. So anyway, just trying to gather some materials. I've got some ferrite toroids ordered, and I got to buy some magnet wire, 14 gauge, and also the wire itself. So I'm going to get that likely from Jerry Electric. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. Probable start will be, when the weather gets a little nicer there, Chuck. Back to you.
Yeah, we haven't hit cold yet. But I don't think it'll be as bad as had. Definitely not as so far, anyways. Had a fantastic winter so far, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to count our blessings with that. Hopefully, it'll stay that way till spring, but that's really dreaming. Anyway, hopefully spring will come soon. Back to you.
Yes. Unfortunately, we don't live in British Columbia. But hey, we'll take what we can get when we can get it. That's the way I look at it. Anyhow, Mike, thanks again for sharing. And as you mentioned it, I did remember. Um, Thanks for sharing, and you have a great rest of the evening. If we don't speak to you again, thank you again for stopping by. VE3KMQ. Let's see if VE3LBI is available.
Yeah, we're back here. And just before Mike takes off there, KMQ, are you still available?
Yeah, Larry, I'm still here.
You're looking for 14 gauge transformer wire?
Well, yeah, I am, but let me tell you something. I was doing some looking around as far as purchasing, and I'll tell you what I found. There's a source out in Vancouver that would sell what I want for $11.50, which I thought, that's not too bad. But then he's going to charge me $22 to send it here. So I then checked out Sale, which of course is here in Burlington. They want $38. I thought, it's getting crazy just for a little bit that I need. So I ended up calling a motor shop in Hamilton, and I'm going to get together with the guy tomorrow. I'm not so awfully sure, but I think he might even be giving me what I want for nothing. So that's the way to go, is to contact a motor repair shop.
You just took the words right out of my mouth, because that's exactly what I did. There's a place on Barton Street, and I was just going to look it up for you. I called them up, told them I was doing a little project. I was looking for 14 gauge transformer wire. He says, we don't kind of use that kind of stuff. Let me check. Came back and said, it's at the front for you. Actually, how much I need it, right? He said, how much? And I can't remember what it was. It wasn't like, 50 feet or something. Anyway, he said, good for you. That's where I got my stuff from, and it was free too.
Yeah, Roger. I think it's Center Hamilton Electric, I believe, and I think they're on Gauge, so maybe they're Gauge Barton. I'm not sure for sure exactly what the address is, but I believe it is Gauge. And anyway, the guy told me, he says, give me a call tomorrow morning, and we'll see if we can get you going there. So that's really good to know. That's what a ham wants to hear. Stuff for free.
Yeah, I was just still trying to look it up for you here. I'm just bringing up the map. If I got a second, okay, Chuck?
Absolutely. Go right ahead, sir.
Contact?
Oh, we got contact. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta A.R.E.G. Maybe what I can suggest to you is, if you need a toroid, get one of those old microwaves. Take it apart. You got toroids right in it. You can use that for that application. And number two, if you're looking for a good wire, I would suggest, we talked about it with Chuck earlier, the A.R.E.G wire. It's a stainless steel wire, what they use for fishing. It's made of stainless steel. The 200 footer costs $20 at Canadian Tire if they have it. You would have to take a look if they have it. And that's what I purchased. I bought 3 of them for 600 feet. And Yeah, maybe you can crimp them together if they don't have the big rolls. Yeah, 200 footer for $20, and it's good for 150 pounds. So you put it up once, you never have to remove it.
Yeah, very good, R.P.A.D. I do appreciate that suggestion. Unfortunately, I don't have any microwaves that are in disrepair right now. I did have a couple years ago. Wish I had known that. But anyway, no, I've got the Torrades already en route. I got them from Mauser, Canada. They're an outfit out of Kitchener. Actually, they're worldwide, but their local distributing point is Kitchener. So I've got them coming. And as far as the wire goes, yeah, good suggestion. But you know what I've always used for my wire antennas is just good old TEW insulated 14 gauge stranded copper. You know, it works for me, especially when you're going over some branches and that. I like to have a little bit of insulation. So that's what I built my fan dipole out of, and works well for me. So, but nonetheless, I do thank you, R.P.A.D, for the suggestions. That's what we need is you know, helping one another. So thank you very much for that that suggestion. I think Larry was looking for something up. So Chuck, if you don't mind, I'll just at this point swing it back to him and see if he wants to comment there. VE3 KMQ.
Yeah, I did find it.
What's the address?
It's Duke Electric on Barton Street. That's the other place you can try too.
Okay, yeah, certainly I've heard of Duke, but that's not the guy I was dealing with. But anyway, appreciate that advice as well. Anyway, back to you, Chuck, VE3KMQ.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, yeah, we're gonna swing it back to Larry there and see if he's got anything on the go, or if you just finished a project there, Larry. How you coming out with that that box antenna? What's that called again?
Oh, the 3-element 2-meter quad. Good. I put the nano device on it. The match looks pretty good. A little high in the bar, the low end, and it comes up a little bit on the top end, but the middle is perfect. So I mean, it's a little high on 144, but I'm not going to worry about that. What else is on the go? I'm waiting for my parts. I got a wet dummy load. I was going to make it a dry one, but changed my mind. So I'm waiting for that part to come in, and I'm waiting for the parts to come in from Australia for that noise canceller. So it's a waiting game. I think you've been through that a little bit, Chuck, at the present time.
Yeah. I know I've ordered from Wish before, and that took the longest. I think it was about 5 weeks before I got that. That was like straight from China, so we expect it to take a while. But even China's quicker. Or what am I going to say now? Yeah, some things you can order through Amazon that's quicker. Wish for me took a little too long.
Well, the resistor right now is in. Well, unless they've moved it, it said it was in transit. It was in BC. And the last I checked, the actual parts for this noise reducer or noise reduction unit was at the Melbourne, Australia airport. So I don't know whether it's taken flight or not. I just hope it's not on one of those. What is it? That's the 737 or whatever it is. They got problems with it. 735 or whatever it is.
Yes, I've heard a bunch of places have reinstated the 737 Max jetliner there. Well, apparently they got all the bugs out, so maybe yours will be on the test flight.
Yeah, I hope not. And when you get a second, just have a quick check at your messenger there. I sent you a quick message. Just something you guys were previously talking about. Other than that, not too much going on. Slow day, just messed around, a little bit down the basement here and on the radio and stuff. So other than that, I'll turn it back over to you and see if you got anybody else wants to check in.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Larry. EECLBI. Let's see who else would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Any check-ins?
VE3VOT, Paul.
VE3PFH.
VA3XLJ.
Okay, sorry about the delay there. I think I typed in the wrong call for Paul. Let me go to Paul. I do believe that's VA3VOT.
VE3VOT. 3 Victor Oscar Tango.
All right. Okay. Comes up as Murray.
Shouldn't come up as that.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Oscar Tango. And QRZ comes up as Murray.
Something's wrong.
Okay, Paul, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to bring something to everybody's attention out here. Apparently, there's a hammy talking to another guy that doesn't have a hammy license and trying to get him to use somebody else's numbers.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Also, I've caught on myself to some people doing that, but that's unfortunate. But thank you for that.
It's kind of I don't know how you would put it, but you go write the license for it, and then you just get the other people that just go up and start doing whatever they want to do, I guess.
Yeah. Well, come across, you know that if you come across someone who's not licensed, who legally are not supposed to be talking to them. So yeah, I just politely remind them that I can no longer communicate with them as I cannot verify legal call sign.
Copy that. I'll let you get back to. I guess there's a couple other calls that we're checking in.
Oh yes, there are, Paul. Thank you for that. And next, I think we'll go to VE3XL XJR or XLR.
The XLJ.
Sorry about that. I was thinking about those XLR plugs there. I've been looking at microphones. So can you give me your full call again, please?
Victor Alpha 3 X-Ray Lima Juliet.
Okay, Vanya. Good evening. How are you, Vanya?
Oh, I'm good. I came just. I had some stuff to do upstairs, so I kind of went upstairs and didn't get down until like 5 minutes ago. So I kind of got briefly. I was listening to that conversation a little bit before you called for the check-ins about that guy who is making the noise something and waiting for resistors for the for the dummy load or something like that. So is it okay if I ask him just what is he working on, because I kind of got interested in it when he was talking about ordering the parts and putting the device together.
Sure thing. Do you remember which call that was? Was it Larry, LBI, or the other gentleman, Mike?
I don't remember. Like whoever is waiting for the parts coming from the Australia, I guess.
Oh, that's Larry, LBI. Okay, let's give him a call there. Larry, you there?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, I'm just listening here. And it's Vanya, is it?
Correct.
Yeah. What it is, it's a noise canceller. MFJ sells them here in Canada. They're a little over $300. The parts out of Australia to build your own are $84 US. Sorry, not US. $84 Australian. Came out to $86 in Canadian funds. And basically, you have to build it yourself, though.
The noise cancellation for what?
what it does is basically it's for HF, and it runs a double antenna. You actually tune the second antenna out of phase, and it reduces the noise on your input, so that anything you are receiving, you receive clear with a lesser noise, and then you transmit on the normal phasing. But this actually brings your actual receiving portion out of phase, so it brings it in clear, and you don't have as much noise background in the actual receiving portion.
Okay, that makes sense, but that would then you would need array of the two antennas for the HF. Am I correct?
Yes, you are absolutely correct. You may not need exactly the same antenna basically you're going to transmit on, but you need something to receive on, yes.
Okay, that's very interesting concept. Like it's kind of now I get my gears spinning in my head for a little while, but yeah, that's a nice project, I guess, because my noise floor here on my house is like S9, so really when I get to the what I do, I bring my laptop down here in the basement and I listen to the SDRs. But I find one which is middle of the nowhere in Pennsylvania or Ohio, so I get the clear signal and just try to compare what they have like in middle of the nowhere to what I have here, and it's like, I mean, it's a night and day, but it's if you can have a two antennas, at least it will kill some of the noise.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have Facebook yourself? Are you using Facebook?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, I'm going to pass it back over to Chuck. One of the things Chuck should do is maybe mention the fact that we do have a Facebook page out there, and you can always ask a question on there. Like I say, I'll pass that back to Chuck. You want to continue with that, Chuck, please?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, Vanya, we've got a Facebook page called A.R.E.G. Actually, if you have a pen, Andy.
Yeah, you're gonna just have to like spell it out very slowly.
Okay, it's pretty easy. Just type A and then dash R.E.G. So Alpha dash Romeo Echo Golf and then space 146.430. And then after that, it says an amateur radio. There we go. The whole sentence is A.R.E.G. 146.430, an amateur radio group. That's the entire. That's the entire page.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to find it. Like I'm searching it now, but it gets nothing. So just give me a second.
Yeah, A, and then a horizontal line in between, and then R.E.G. And it'll search for that. You'll be able to see it.
And Vanya, just ask for just answer a couple of questions at the front if you wish, and then ask for to be joined a group, and we'll join you into the group. Not sure, but I think there was somebody else in behind Vanya too there, Chuck.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll let Vanya look for that there, and if he's got any questions, you can key up there. Let's go to VE3PFH. Thank you there, Larry, for. Go ahead, Pete.
Good evening, everyone out there. Yeah, just staying warm here. My project's working on the basement there. Got all the studding, waiting to get some drywall there, or waiting for the sun to get some drywall. But if you get time, I'll be busy. But that's about it. Just puttering around the house and staying clean.
Yeah, Roger. What was I going to say? Yeah, it adds up. You gotta buy this, gotta buy that. But I mean, can't can't leave it half finished. You gotta finish the project now, right?
Actually, a lot was done there. Big improvements. I didn't plan on, moving upstairs, but yeah, kind of missing my basement there. Seems to be easier to go down the basement than up the stairs here.
It's always easier going down the stairs. So yeah, I can see the attraction. Um, yeah, if they would ask me there, well, I don't. We don't have an upstairs, so that would be a hard no.
I was looking at my step thing there, 11,053. Yeah, 11,053 there. That's just going up and down the stairs.
11,000. That's pretty good. All right, right on there, Pete. Okay, well, if you're gonna stick around there, maybe we'll give you a shout a little later on.
We'll be listening. That's about it. Waiting for some materials there. Then we'll get some more cuts on the knuckles.
All right. Well, if you want, you can always look us up on YouTube as well there later if you want to listen to the broadcast. Just type in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box, and the title is A.R.E.G Week 1427. We are live. Okay, Pete. Thanks again. Let's see who else is out there. I want to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Any check-ins come now?
VE3WKG, Lucky.
VA3, obey your leader.
Yeah, but you just outdid me. Obey your leader, Trump's pretty damn lucky.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, that was a perfect tie, and my neighbor won out over you there, Paul. Let's go to VE3WKG. Good evening there, Kevin.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Here, one on that. Yeah, just been listening along. Thought I'd give you an RP for the pot. Yeah, just sitting here chilling. Getting good check-ins there, I hear. Okay, I'll let you move along there. I'll be listening along. VE3WKG.
All right. Not a problem there, Kevin. Just wanted to let you know I overheard you mentioning that you were up most of the night getting your program to work there. So it's all good now?
No, I don't know what the heck's going on. It's like once I put Ham Radio Deluxe on, now the other programs won't connect or anything, so I deleted the one. I don't know. The heck with it. I got Ham Radio Deluxe on there.
Oh, good for you. I can't reload it anymore because it says my trial period has ended.
Yeah, that's what I got, a month. And then there's a free one out there, but yeah. Yeah, that digital thing, I sent you a video in the middle of the night. Did you see the red ones? Those are the guys that were answering me, and I got back to them on the FT8. I had the radio connected and doing it all through the radio, but then I get up today and none of them want to connect, and this, and dang, and boom, and dang. One thing into another, so I uninstalled the one program. I'll probably try it again down the road.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck. Have you ever tried FL-Digi?
Oh yeah, yeah, you got that on there, that WJS thing, Ham Radio Deluxe, that other one I had on. Last night it was connecting to them all, but once I put that Ham Radio Deluxe on there, it did something, changed the ports or did something.
Well, remember, if you uninstall it, make sure to remove the home directory after you've uninstalled it. Sometimes it leaves a folder behind with a couple of files in there. So yeah, that'd be a tip I would suggest. Try.
All right, yeah, I'll keep that in mind there. Okay, I'll let you take in Paul and Deb and them. VE3 WKG.
Okay, very good, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go to the mountain now and say hello to VE3 Papa Delta Lima.
Well, go ahead and pick Deb up there first, buddy. I'll stand by. I'm in no rush at all. So yeah, let Deb go first. VE3 PDL.
Chivalry is not dead. Well, you see, technically, you and Kevin came together, so I gave you number 2 spot. That's okay. We can go. Let's go. Ladies first. VA3, obey your leader. Good evening, Debbie.
Good evening. Thanks, Paul, for letting me slip in there first. All is well here. I've been watching TV all day, watching the U.S. stuff. Other than that, not much going on here.
Oh yeah, I've been purposely avoiding looking at the TV. I caught a couple of minutes on CP24. I had the volume off, and they just showed I guess Biden inside his limo with some Secret Service guys all around it. That's all I saw. But yeah, my head is so full of all this nonsense media. Uh, yeah, I'm glad it all went off okay.
Yeah, for sure. And hopefully he'll be a unifying force for the U.S. Other than that, I haven't stepped outside today or anything. I've been in my pajamas all day.
Oh, isn't that nice? I love those kind of days. And keep in mind, Deb, that Joe Biden said on day one he's killing the XL pipeline in Alberta. So that's going to hurt the right.
Yeah, well, he did write the executive order for that, but, things can change, or maybe they'll tweak it a bit, or who knows what'll happen.
Yeah, that's why it's called politics. And we won't get into that this evening. But other than that, a nice lazy day today, huh?
Oh yeah, but I do have to take the dog for his nightly walk in a little while. So I do have to go outside. So too bad I have to get out of my pajamas. Although I could go in my pajamas. No one would see me. When I lived in Ottawa, I'd always run out in my pajamas to take the dog out for a quick pee at night, and I'd say to oh, no one will see me. And there was this one fella that lived on the street that every time I went out in my pajamas, he would see. He'd be out and he'd say something.
Oh, yeah. There's always one of those around. Oh, dear. Well, I'm glad to hear everything's going well for you there, Deb. No major stress in your life. That's good. And yeah, the question of the night was, do you have any projects you just finished or is about to start?
Radio-wise or non-radio-wise?
Anything goes.
Well, let's see. Radio-wise, I just put up a 10-meter dipole. I just threw it up. So, maybe I'll get on 10 meters soon with that. And non-radio wise, I've gotten into, well, I've said about my sewing machine, but I decided to try quilting, making a quilt. So I'm just organizing, trying to figure out my colors and, what square is going to go where, and I'm going to make a patchwork quilt. So that should be fun. That'll keep me busy for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love quilts. And what are the other? Oh, Afghan rugs. My grandma, bless her heart, she made one for me and my two cousins. And God, I had that for such a long time. I think I saved it from our house fire. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of sentimental to me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think maybe that's why I decided to try it. It'll keep me busy, something a little different than radio and genealogy. So I have quite a wide variety of hobbies, but each one's different.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, well, good luck with the 10-meter dipole. I myself, there, since I made changes to my antenna, I've got to learn all the new positions again on my manual tuner. But that's the whole fun of it, eh?
Oh, for sure. Oh, I ordered a car mount for an antenna from Radio World. Of course, it's on back order, so who knows when it'll get here. But I'll be happy to be able to throw a radio in the car again when it does arrive.
Now, uh, do they charge your credit card like instantly, or will it be charged once they ship it?
It was funny because they charged my credit card right away, but then they credit the credit card. I don't know if that was to find out if your credit card works. It's been a while since I've ordered from there, so I don't remember what they normally do.
Yeah, because a lot of places won't charge you until they actually get a shipping order for it. And because I was thinking, if you can't find one somewhere else, you could always cancel that order because it's not even said it's not even in. So,
Yeah, that's true. I could do that. I know Amazon, they will do that. They'll charge you and then credit you until it gets shipped, and then once it's shipped, then they'll recharge the credit card. I don't know why they do that, but it makes it hard to keep track of what's going on.
okay, Deb. Well, you got a great signal as always. You're full strength, Friday, and great job. And anything else before we go to Paul?
Oh, I better not let Paul wait any longer. Nothing else. I'll just be listening along. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Deb. VA3OYL. Next, let's go to Mr. Chivalry, VE3PDL.
Oh, golly gee, shucks. Yeah, not much to report there, Chuck. I've been listening along and just throwing an extra check in there for you.
Okay, right on. Yeah, well, you're check-in number 15, and that's not including myself. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good this evening. We'll see if anybody else wants to check in. And if you got anything else to add there, Paul, you can jump in anytime. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange, week 1427. A.R.E.G has been on air. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Any check-ins, please come in.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu Victor.
Hey, there he is. Victor Echo 3, Zulu Victor. Steve in Waterford. Good evening, Steve. How are you?
Hey, we're doing pretty good, Chuck. Trying to stay warm. Got the space heater going in the shack here. Put it on a little bit earlier, so it's not too bad. Chilly in the shack when it's cold outside. Made it through the contest on the weekend, and no big exciting contacts or anything, but we did work a few, and worked a few on FM. I think I know I worked you and a bunch of others in the area there, so that was a pleasure. How are you doing?
Oh, doing well there, Steve. As you know, I was giving my call out, and I think I got about 12 contacts, somewhere in that neighborhood. And then on HF, I got a handful. I wasn't really into the contesting much this weekend there. I was a little disappointed at how my antenna has been performing, and I knew I was going to order what I needed to fix it. So plus I had other things on the go. But yeah, I ordered an inline balun for my G5 RV, 100 feet of coax, and an adapter there, so I don't need a patch cord in between the on the one balun and the plug-in for the ladder line.
Good deal. How high up do you have your dipole?
About 35, 36 feet, I guess, somewhere around there.
So you have it shaped like an inverted V, or do you have it sloping off one side of the tower, or is it strung between trees, or what's going on?
Yeah, no, it's it's on a steel tower. That's the one drawback. I don't have it free falling or up in a tree. It's on top of a 30-foot tower and 10-foot mast pole. So I put some wood in between at the top there, and pulled the ladder line maybe 5-6 feet away from the tower, and it just wasn't tuning up on 80 meters. Then I read the instructions on it online, and it says all these things. You need to have at least 75 foot of coax, and that you should have a 1-to-1 balun. So I went and got that and put it in line. I saw a difference already, and I'm excited to go play.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. So you're feeding it at the mast, right? That's where your center point is?
Well, there's ladder line that goes up to the very top. That's about 34 feet down to the ground, and it plugs into an SO239 in there. You plug your coax in the bottom near the ground level, and your ladder line goes up to the top, and then you got two legs. And it is in an inverted V, maybe 15 feet off the ground. The legs are about 15 feet off the ground.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not bad. I think my 80-meter dipole that I have, center of it, that set off the side of the tower. I don't know how far out, maybe 4 feet, if that. Maybe 3 feet out. And then the ends, I don't think they would be 15 feet up. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Seems to work all right. I got so many other metal around it, though. Yeah, who knows? There's towers around it. Well, the one leg's tied to a tower leg, and the other one is tied to the shed roof. And yeah. Anyways, project I've been working on. I've been converting. Was converting an AML 1900 megahertz digital solid state amplifier and moving it up to 2.3 gig to use in a rover, so mobile. So I wanted to run on 13, 14 volts, whatever. So it's doing forever since it's designed to run at like 26 volts. Getting easy 25 watts out of it. So that's I've been working on that for a bit. But once that's all done, they have to build a case and put on a heat sink and all that stuff. That was my project. So I just got to do some relaying to put the receive preamp around it. So of course you don't want to transmit it or receive preamp, and it'll toast it in a second. So that's what I've been doing. The E3 Zulu Victor.
All right, very good. Glad to hear that, Steve. Good luck finishing that up, and yeah, and very good there for the weekend. Did you make any HF contacts?
No, negative. No, I worked at least one station from 6 meters up through 2.4 gig. I did not work anybody on 3.4 gig. The one station that I usually can work in Toronto, his setup is down. And I did attempt it with a guy over by Rochester, New York, but just no conditions. I was lucky to work him on 2.3, and then we went to 3.4, but no go. They're about to lose that band, so that's they're trying to make as many contacts as they can. That 3.4 gig in the U.S. is going to be taken over by the cellular people, I guess.
Yeah, I heard talk of that. I wasn't sure. Oh, okay then. I didn't know you had capability to go that low or that high, I should say. I don't know. But okay, very good then. All right, Steve in Waterford. Thank you for stopping by, Steve, and we'll catch you again real soon.
Yeah, always good to hear you, Chuck. And yeah, I have actually some higher frequency stuff, but it's just at the moment just portable stuff. So you can set it up at by the lake or on my back deck or something. So, but anyway, you're sounding good. VE3ZV. I'll be listening in the background.
All right, very good. And if you're curious as to see how you're getting out over here, we are live on YouTube. You just put in my call sign in the YouTube search box. You'll see the video there. Anyhow, let's see who else would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, A3CJZ. Any check-ins?
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Echo Echo.
There he is. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Echo Echo. Barry, good evening and welcome back.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everyone else on net. How's things going, Chuck?
We're going. We had a bit of a bump there just before Christmas, but we're okay.
Right on. Good to hear. Yeah, everything's good here. Yeah, no COVID here. I got the COVID filter on too tonight.
Sorry, you got what on tonight?
I turned my COVID filter on the radio.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, same here. So, you got any projects you're finishing up or starting up or anything? Doesn't have to be radio.
Actually, I'm working on a generator. I bought a generator quite a number of years ago now, but the thing sat in the box for the longest time, and then when I finally pulled it out, probably about 4 years after I bought it, put gas in the damn thing, and the tank leaked. So yeah, I put a new gas tank on it. I ordered a gas tank, a steel one instead of a plastic one. I ordered a steel one off eBay. So yeah, that's a little project. Yeah, got the gas. I welded up a bracket to mount the tank and everything like that. But yeah, haven't really got it going yet.
Oh, okay. You know, that's the thing, eh? Metal's better, I think. But you know what? It's probably easier to get a metal, like even a gas jerry can. Americans usually have metal jerry cans. We're the ones that have all the mostly plastic
Yeah, well, you know what? I was kind of thinking of that. I was thinking about the plastic jerry can instead of the plastic tank that originally came with the generator. But yeah, right on the seam where it joins together, sort of thing. That's where it was leaking. Only thing is, I'd had it for probably 4 or 5 years. It was in the box. Then when I needed it, I filled it up with gas, and the damn thing was leaking. But yeah, so we got a new tank for it. Just haven't even tried to get it running yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, remember, you can't be starting those up indoors. I guess you could if you had it in your garage door, and open it up to start it, that kind of thing. Otherwise, it's a no-no.
Oh no, the generator sits outside. Just the cord runs inside. So yeah, you put like yourself a dryer plug or something like that indoors and run a cord from the generator, backfeed the panel that way. Or if you want to get fancy, you can get yourself a transfer switch or whatever. But yeah, no, it's just a small generator too. I think it's only like 2,500 watts or something. Um, but yeah, no, that's the way to go. Put yourself a plug somewhere and backfeed the panel.
Yeah. See, I'm still in penance with my wife about getting another generator. Kind of burned our house down with the last one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You know, I know somebody that happened to too. The generator was sitting in his garage, and I guess something happened with the carb. I guess the float or whatever was allowing gas still to flow, and I guess all the gas leaked out of the generator all over the place in the garage, and then the hot water heater was out in the garage, and it was a gas one, gas or like natural gas or propane or whatever. And when it fired up, yeah, it blew up and kind of started a fire and burnt the house.
Yeah. Well, what they say, you learn from your mistakes. So I do definitely want to get another one. I just don't know if I have to sleep outside with it or not.
Yeah, I'd really like to get one of those Generac generators. At my place, I've got propane. I don't have natural gas there because it's out in the country, but yeah, I've got propane and they'll run on that. So that'd be the ultimate. One day I'll get one. Um, but yeah, that's what I'd like to have.
Absolutely popular brand. Okay, there, Perry. Anything else to add there before we move along?
No, you go right ahead there, Chuck. See if you can grab a few more before the net closes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, coming up on 9:23 p.m. Says here it's -5. I assume that's at the airport because it was only -3 a couple of hours ago, when I was out on the porch. Anyways, bundle up. It's chilly with that wind, regardless. Okay, thank you, Perry. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Echo Echo. Let's see if anyone else would like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange. A.R.E.G. CA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Looking for your check.
Victor Echo 3, Tango, Tango, Oscar.
Okay, I hear Victor Echo 3, Tango, Tango, Oscar. Good evening, Gary. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening there. Just doing a few things around the house here. How's everything going with you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Can't wait to play with some HF there if we can get some decent conditions. Um, I installed a inline one-to-one balun, my G5 RV, put in 100 feet of coax, And this afternoon I was busy rewriting all the different frequencies that I like to go to, and what the settings are for my manual tuner. So that was a lot of fun. But I've noticed the solar flux index has been hovering around 73, as opposed to how high it was there. Was it close to 100, or was it 83 or something? For a while there, it was pretty high. So yeah, looking forward to some more conditions.
Oh, very good there. Anyway, all the best that way, and hopefully you get it working great. I noticed that on tires there, the stations in the morning have been coming through really good. It's funny, about 7:45, everything just picks up, eh?
What PM?
No, AM on tires in the morning.
Oh yeah. Well, wake up and have their shower and shave and breakfast, and then they all gather around the radio.
Yeah, well, something. It's time everybody wakes up, and that. It's also to do with band conditions, eh? So once the sun's up there, it heats the ionosphere up there a bit, and then it works, eh?
Hey, I missed the news there, Gary. Can you shoot us some latest short version of the numbers?
Hamden's got 66 cases, Halton 56, Niagara 54, Brant's got 5, and Haldeman's got 6.
Okay, that's really good for Hamilton. 66. I mean, it's not good, but I mean, compared to what we have been. What was the Ontario number?
2,655 with 89 deaths.
Yeah, that's that part. But the numbers are going down, so yeah. Let's get out of this lockdown as soon as we can.
Well, the trouble is the hotspots are still quite high. Toronto, Peel, York, Windsor, those guys are still high. And Hamden's got 113 people in hospital. Halton has 53 people in hospital, and Niagara's got 74.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit, a couple more weeks there, and I think we'll be looking good.
And the borders are closed to February 21st, so after the 21st it may be renewed, but we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, yeah, I'm, like when we started this thing, we've done 303 days, 303 nets of this, eh? And from when it first occurred, and amazes me that it's been this long, and it may be more until we come to the solution on this, eh?
Yeah. Well, there's not much us normal citizens can do except do our part.
Yeah, I hope they get enough vaccine too. That's something that's not good, eh? I'm just wondering whether the other one, Moderna, or whatever it is there. I wonder whether that one will be easier to access.
Yeah, I think that one doesn't require as much freezing. A normal refrigerator can handle it. I think it is. I'm not sure. All I know is that's all you hear on mainstream media now is vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. So I'm taking a break from watching news.
Yeah, Roger. Well, our friend there, Richard, got it, so that's a good thing. And I was teasing him because it was made by Pfizer, and I says, "Well, have you been seeing the nurses?"
Oh, he did get it, eh? Right on. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, well, so he's vulnerable. He had that transplant and everything, so it's a good thing for him there. Build up those antibodies towards it.
What did he get transplant?
He had a kidney transplant. He used to do dialysis all the time.
Ah, just like my neighbor.
Anyway, that was a blessing for him, and Richard and I go back a long way, so that's why I sort of spent a long time talking to him there, and we started our ham radio course together, eh?
Oh wow, okay, yeah, yeah, that's a while now, I guess.
Yeah, a long time. Anyway, but he's a good guy. I really used to enjoy talking to him because he would be on the freighters. He'd go through the canal system there, be talking through them on the VHF and UHF systems along the canal system stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and I know he's happy. I know he's happy his daughter got engaged, so he's happy about that. So that's a better part of life.
Yeah, it's I hope I don't need one kidney. I killed my other kidney in a bicycle accident as a child by running into the back of my car.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I got to keep up with my blood work, which is why my diabetes nurse is hounding me to go give blood and that. So all right, and I looked online to book an appointment, and booking appointments is going to take February 17th is the earliest. So I said, all right, whatever it is, book me in. I booked it in, so we'll do what we got to do.
Yeah, all the best. It's your health. That's the drawback about this pandemic is that people that have other problems, it's causing them problem getting service and stuff. Like I'm hearing that the ICU numbers have to drop below 150 for them to open up a elective surgery.
Oh, right. That's right. The things are getting pushed back because of that.
And that causes other problems where people need attention right away and stuff like that, and they're not getting it. It's because of this. So I hope the numbers do drop. A lot of people can get the help that they need, and because we could be in the same situation too. A car accident or something. It's one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. Live like it's today, and there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, Roger. Anyway, if your buddy's getting a generator, one of the things he can do, but he's got to be very careful on it, he's got to disconnect the main feed into the house, and he can actually backfeed it through the dryer plug, because the dryer plug is fused at 35 amps. So, there's a little safer way of doing it, but illegal.
Maybe he could just hire you there, Gary. You're a licensed electrician. Sure.
I still am. I keep my license up, but yeah, that's you can put a switchover network there, and that way it automatic switches over there. If there's a power failure, that's a nice way of doing it.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that's why he mentioned the name brand Generac, because they have that.
Yeah, that's important. Anyway, well, what they're worried about is that the poor hydro guy out on the pole doesn't get electrocuted.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Well, think about it. You're backfeeding, so you're backfeeding the transformers. It's going from step down to step up.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I know. I worked on carnival rides there. Actually, a good friend of mine got electrocuted to death on a ride called the Rainbow. Working on the back of it there while it was live, and yeah, he died from it.
I was involved with the Winterfest committee here for the city, and we used to have a carnival there down at Bayfront Park and stuff like that. And they would have to be inspected by the hydro inspector. And I said to the hydro inspector, I says, "I mind if I go with you?" I says, "I'm an electrician at trade. I want to see what you look for at carnival rides."
Yeah, right on. Well, I bet you that was fun. Okay, listen there, Gary. We've got a long list of people there to get back to. If not, maybe other people want to check in. So we'll have to move it along.
No problem, but I'll tell you what's the most important part, grounding. That's what he was looking for. Catch you later, V3 TTO.
All right there, Gary. We can chit chat at length at another time. Thank you for stopping by and giving us all your numbers and how everything else is going. Much appreciated, sir. VE3 TTO. Let's see. We'll try if anybody else wants to stop by and say hello. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Week 1427. A.R.E.G has been on the air. Any new check-ins, please come now. Okay, it's getting to be that time. Let's go back up to the top of the list. Say hello and possibly good night to VE3GNP.
Yeah, I'm sitting here listening on, Chuck. I am going to go 73 is my last round. I'm going to go 73 shortly. Feed the dog out and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's good net, Chuck. I was sitting here listening to most of it.
Okay, there, Garnett. Thank you for being there, and hope you have a great rest of the evening. And we'll chat again soon. Have a good night. VE3GNP. Next, let's see if Richard is still around. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Juliet Charlie. Yeah, it has taken a while for us to get back to the top of the list there, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Let's see if Mac is still with us. VA3IMW. Mac is still there.
A3B.
I'm still here. Who was that trying to get in?
Yeah, I acknowledge VE3BK, Rick. Your audio's a little on the low side there. Noise with you, but take a standby there, please, and let's talk to Mac there for a minute.
Yep, I'm still with you, Chuck. I am just absolutely blown away with signal reception tonight. The conditions must be super duper awesome. Chuck, you've been hitting me with plus 15 all night long. Even R.E.G in his little cubby hole down below the mountain brow, with his power up, he's been hitting me with an S9. When he drilled his power down, he stayed just above the mud. So my noise level is just above an S5. So he managed to stay below that when he dialed his power down to 2 watts or whatever that was. But amazingly so, Deb is just awesome. It's like a plus 30 up here. So something's working really, really well, and I'm hoping it's not just a spot in time. Hopefully this is going to work this way long term.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully it's not a fluke, and maybe you moved your antenna just in the right spot, and you'll be good to go from now on. Oh, and by the way, Deb is going to be so pleased to hear you say that she was, what is it, fantastic, I think you said?
I mean, for her to make the trip all the way from downtown West Hamilton up here at plus 30, yeah, she's definitely doing it well. Larry's up in the same region. But obviously 2 meters is working really well, and I got nothing but good things to say about the Tram 1481.
Tram 1481. Okay, so I say it out loud. Okay, very good, Mac. I'm guessing this is probably going to be last round there because we do have a few people to go through. Unless everyone else is gone, we may get back. But I just want to say thanks for stopping by and hope you enjoyed the show.
As always, look forward to it on Wednesday night, and I've also searched the A.R.E.G Facebook page and requested membership to that auspicious club. So we'll look forward to talking to you throughout the week and next week's Wednesday night net. I'm going to hang on by, so if we do get back around, then I'll still be here.
Okay, sounds good, Mac. VA3IMW. Next, let's go to Brad. VA3 Charlie Bravo uniform. Okay, let's see if Tracy is around. VE3TWM. Larry has made it back. LBI.
Yep, we're here. I'm actually just looking at the tram antenna now. Yeah, I think you're going around the last round. Are you checking right now?
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll see how long we talk to everybody. Yeah, it is 9:42 p.m., but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I just wanted to make sure that's all for the last round. Yeah, I was just looking at that, Mac, that antenna now, and you've already been accepted into the group, so whatever you got to post or whatever you want and ask questions or add stuff to it, not a problem. Anyways, Chuck, I'll turn it back over to you and carry on down the list.
All right, very good. Let's check back and see if Richard is still with us there. VA3 VJC. Okay, let's see if our pad is still there. VA3 VAD. Next, let's see if Mark is around. VE3RYI. Next is Mike, VE3KMQ. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to VE3 Victor Oscar Tango. Paul. Time with people tonight. Okay, let's go to VE3PFH. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Vanya, VA3XLJ.
I don't have much to say other than my wife. She's fucking staring at she's staring at me, so I'm kind of microphone shy. So I'm gonna call it nights, guys. So and good night, and I hopefully I'm gonna hear you next week. Next Wednesday I'm on a day shift, so it'll be all good.
Okay, there, Vanya. I don't know if you had any luck finding the A.R.E.G. A-R.E.G. Facebook page there. Did you?
Yeah, I did find it. I'll show you the. I'll post something, so you're gonna see the reason why I told you to spell very slowly.
Okay, well that's fine then. I'm glad you found it, and yeah, we don't. It's not a busy web page, but we do post a lot of interesting stuff. So thank you for stopping by, Vanya. You have a great rest of the evening, and thank you for taking the time out to come by here tonight. A3XLJ. Anything else?
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, Vanya, if you're interested, I did post about that noise canceller on there a few minutes ago, and you have been approved into the group, so you'll see it in there. It's got a link to the actual site from the fellow over in Australia.
Oh, thank you. I did notice that I was approved, and I went up there, upstairs, and I got my laptop downstairs. So I just got stuck doing something else, and I'm gonna take a look at it, and I'll post that thing for the way I spell it. It's quite funny, especially with my hearing. Like it's not good, so it might be funny for you guys.
Yep, okay, no problem. Tomorrow's another day. I just want to let you know about that. Okay, I'll pass it back over to Chuck.
All right. By the way, Larry, your audio is just screaming tonight. I don't know if you're close to your mic or not, but very hot. So anyways, thank you, Larry. Who is? I'm out of sync here. Here we go. Next person is my neighbor, Kevin, VE3WKG. Still there, Kevin?
Yeah, still listening along here, Chuck. Yeah, you're having a busy night tonight, eh? Getting a lot of check-ins. That's good. Getting some more people on your A.R.E.G site there. That's good too. The more the merrier, more information. Back to you there, Chuck. The 3WKG.
Yeah, that's right there, Kevin. The more the merrier. So yeah, this is a good place to promote that Facebook page. You know, as you know, everyone's pretty much stuck at home most of the time. Only people that have to be at their workplace are at their workplace. Everyone else is told to stay. So anyhow, yeah. By the way, 19 check-ins so far. So thanks for stopping by, my friend. Anything else before we move on?
No, I'm good. Just listening to the net and listening to Worldwide DMR there on Worldwide Talk Group 91. Yeah, bored with the COVID. Plus, it's too cold to go out and do anything anyhow. So, yeah, just playing radio tonight. I'll be sticking around for the whole show there. Hopefully, you can get another dozen. VE3WKG back listen.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Much appreciated. And as you know, we're live on YouTube. Just punch in A3CJZ in the YouTube search box, and you'll see us live on there. A.R.E.G week 14. Next on the list is Debbie, VA3, Obey Your Leader.
Okay, Mac, thank you for noticing how wonderful I am. And I'm going to make this my last round. I have a puppy that is wanting to go for his nightly walk, so gotta do what the puppy says. He's in charge. Anyway, Chuck, nice net, and good luck with your antenna tweaking, and I hope you get some nice contacts on it. I'll say 7-3 to all. VA3 OYL.
Okay, Deb, always a pleasure chatting with you, and good luck with your 10-meter antenna there. And yeah, we'll exchange how we made out next time chat. So have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. VA3 OYL in the West End. Next, up on the hill, VE3 PDL. Last call, Paul.
I got to think of something new. I'm tired of the alcohol can't stay here thing. But yeah, good net, Chuck. I was listening along for the whole thing, and yeah, I've got one of those tram antennas too. What was the model number the other gentleman said he had?
1481.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think mine's the 1480.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look it up after I wrap it up.
Yeah, it looks like just a fiberglass antenna with 3 ground planes. Nothing fancy. It's 8 foot tall or something.
Okay, yeah, it's a similar Comet and Diamond.
17 foot.
What?
17 feet.
Holy smokes! What's the number of that one?
That's the one we're just talking about, the 1481.
Holy smokes!
8.3 gain to 11.7 gain.
Okay, there. Thank you very much for that. Anyways, Paul, anything else before I move along? I just noticed I forgot Rick and the wings.
Okay. No, I think I'm done there. But yeah, I always like the antenna conversations in QSO. So maybe after the net, anybody's gonna continue on the antenna talk, I'll be around too. I wouldn't mind jumping in and listening and etc. So once again, Chuck, good net. We'll pass it back over to you, sir. V3PDL.
Okay, very good, Paul. Thanks. And yeah, I just have to take the trash out there and go to the boys' room and freshen up, and I'll be back. Yeah, so let's go straight to Rick. I apologize, Rick, if you're still there. I kind of forgot about you in the wings there. DE3BK. Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt. VA3, CJZ.
I'm on 10 meters, V3BK.
Copy that on the 10 meters. We'll jump in anytime after, and we'll let you go. Okay, let's go to Perry. VA3, Charlie Echo Echo.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. Good net there tonight. Nice job. Good work, buddy. And your buddy Gary there, who had concerns about the generator problems and that. I'm a licensed electrician as well, so yeah, not a problem there. I'm not going to electrocute the guys on the pole. I'm going to throw the main before I even turn the generator on and backfeed the panel. Not a problem. And a 2500 watt generator fed with number 10 wire, that'll handle it, no problem. But yeah, for somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, yeah, that's good advice and everything like that. But yeah, not a problem, big guy. But yeah, nice work, and I'll just say quick shout out to neighbor Larry. Hope everything's good over there, Larry, and hope you guys are doing well. All right, I'll let you carry on there, Chuck.
Yeah, not a problem. Bring it back there, Larry.
Yeah, Perry, we're doing good over here, and I haven't heard you for a while, so I figure you must have been busy.
Oh, I've been scrapping it up with Buddy with that green car, but I'm trying to get him under control.
I hear you. Okay. All right, we'll tie it up here. Yeah, it's good to hear you in there. We got to get together soon, but we'll have to wait for a little bit warmer temperatures and some of this rotten disease to get away from us.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, yeah, we got to. Well, I waved to your wife the other day. She was walking the dog. I was just backing into the driveway, and she was walking the dog past the house, and I waved to her. I don't know whether she thought I was some kind of nut or whatever, but anyways, I waved to her, and yeah, I see her quite a bit in the dog.
Oh, yeah, she's out every morning and every evening, so Yeah, she probably didn't recognize you anyways, or just didn't know where exactly. But okay, we'll get it back over to Chuck there. He's doing a last round, so about 5 minutes to go. Good to hear from you, Perry. Take care. 7-3.
Yeah, take care, Larry. 7-3.
All right, not a problem there, gentlemen. So Barry, yeah, it has been a while. I do appreciate you coming by and dropping a bot for us. So glad to hear everything's doing okay for you.
Right on. That's the way to be, Chuckles.
Yep. So let's see now. We only got the one person left, and that's Rick BK, but I guess he's on 10 meters. Anyhow, I'm going to say thanks, Barry, once again. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Echo Echo. Great signal. Great audio, as always. Let's see now. Rick, are you available yet? Okay, well, regardless, we've got it marked into the log anyways. Let's see if anybody else wants to stop in. The Amateur Radio Exchange Group, A.R.E.G, week 1427 that the A.R.E.G has been on the air. 1427 weeks. That's over 27 years. Anyone wants to check in, please come now.
Recheck.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Just something came to mind, Chuck. When you and R.E.G were kibitzing about the use of my given name and my nickname, brought back memories of the late 70s, early 80s, and yes, Big Mac was, in those days, known for XM432860. That was the CB license number and handle.
All right. So I hit it right on. Very good. Glad to hear it. Well, see, I got a name like Chuck, and believe me, I think I've heard pretty much all the variations that go along with it. But then again, I could be surprised one day.
Yeah, what's up, Chuck? But how does that turn into 706?
Okay. Well, 706 are the last three numbers of my XM49 license, which is XM49267006.
All right. And I used to work with a guy with the name of Chuck, and of course I used to harass him every day, every morning, same thing. What's up, Chuck? Because I was at a bar with him one night, and he made a mess of the floor, and it stuck.
XM432262.
There we go. XM what? 42?
XM432262. Pretty sure it's 62, yep.
Okay, so XM43 is there.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good then. Okay, back to you there, Mac.
Yeah, the shorter numbers were coveted back in those days because in the tail end of the 70s there was an upsurge in licensing, so they actually went to 7-digit instead of 6.
Whoa. So, yeah, I got a low 5-digit number there. Wow. I think there'd be that many. But, yeah, I'm not surprised. I think mine was in 1975, I think, when I got mine. So, but I did know some people with 3-digit call sign. 3 or 2 even. So, yeah, those were hard to find, those guys. Okay there, Mac. Anything else before we wrap things up here?
Nope, that's it. I'm going to hang around. I'll take a bio break the same as you guys, but I'm going to hang around and listen to this antenna banter. because definitely want to share what I looked up when I was shopping. So I'll be dashing away and then coming back.
V3ZV.
VE3ZV, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, whereabouts is Mac located?
Yeah, Mac, what's your QTH?
I'm at the end of Upper Horning, and if it went through the Lincoln Alexander Parkway, so yeah, it's kind of right there.
Where would that be from, let's say, the mall?
I'm going to assume you mean Lime Ridge. So we would be west, so from Wentworth to Upper James, West 5th, Garth, Paradise, and then just before you get to the Meadowlands.
Okay, that gives me a rough idea. Yeah, you have a really good signal out here to just outside of Waterford. That's what I was kind of asking.
No problem.
Really good. And yeah, I have one of the older. I guess one of the last at XM432286. So that was a 70.
Those were the days.
Roger. All right, you guys have a good night, and I'll bow out of here. Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor. So you guys.
Okay, 7-3 there. Very good then. Okay, Mac, thank you again for stopping by and all your input. And I know you'll be sticking around, so very good then. Let's see if Richard has made it VA3 VJC. You there, Richard? Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's try again for Rick, VE3BK.
I think he's still talking on 10.
I got for the pot, Chuck.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to key up and give the send off there. Okay, Steve, let me pencil you in. How's it going?
Good. Got off of work and just got in the door like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, right on, right on. Well, Paul is in there. He said he's going to stick around there. I guess there was some talk of antenna talk. So I need to step away here and take care of business in. But everything going okay there, Steve?
Yeah, things are okay. I suppose. My dog's bugging me. Don't even get in the door 10 minutes, and they're already whining at you. Unbelievable, these animals. Yeah, other than my dog bugging me, everything seems to be good there, Chuck. And we'll say hello to all on net, who's still on net, and you haven't closed it yet, so I'll leave that back over to you, Chuck, and let you close her down. VA3 NFG.
All right, very good there, Steve. You rounded out the count to 20 check-ins. That's without counting me in there. So 20 check-ins. So it's now time to close this week's A.R.E.G. Tonight, like I said, marks week 1,427 weeks the A.R.E.G. has been on the air. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this week's A.R.E.G., and I look forward to hearing from you again next week. Till then, stay safe, smile, have a great rest of the week. This is VA3, VA3 CJZ saying 7-3 and good night. I'll return after I do my business.
Okay, Chuck, we'll catch you when you get back. I got to take a pause for the cause here myself. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. VE3LBI.
It's an all-round intermission, V3PDL.